Surprisingly, Bungie actually has an active April full stock event. So if you actually go to your front page, you see what I'm not gonna lie. When I read the name of this, I thought it said Brain Damage Bundle, which kind of makes sense for the variety. So you have the set of things, which is apparently highly discounted if you buy everything. But in terms of the emotes, we have the Bureaucratic Walk from the base game, which, I mean, you're looking at it, it's pretty, bureaucratic. And then we also have the Preserving Dance, which, if you don't know what this dance is from, may I recommend looking up Rick Astley. That's all I'm going to say. And then one of my personal favorite emotes that took me by absolutely surprise, if you've never seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I would recommend seeing it so you can understand why this is generally one of the best emotes in the game. Especially since it's an emote that I never see anyone else doing. But aside from that, into the main Bright Dust store. So, we have on the front page a shader Jungle Viper from Season of the Undying, which is very much jungle tropical look. Because, oh my, is it bright and foliage. We also have Bioloom from Season of the Arrivals, which is essentially the Midnight Carbon, I think it was, which is generally black, blue, and green with a nice little hint of glow to it, but not much glow. I guess it's supposed to be bioluminescence for short. And then we also have the Heartbreaking entrance, which is from Crimson Days, back during Season of the Chosen. And we have an ornament for Trust, the Credence ornament, which came out during Forsaken, its initial launch year. And if you're wondering why this is back and you haven't actually been paying attention to things, Trust is actually back in the rotation and dropping from Gambit nowadays. And I'm sure the ornaments for Trust will make its rounds once again, so if you want to get your hands on them, recommend you do right away. And speaking of right away, right this way to Eververse to find all of this stuff. That's perfect timing with that emote. Then into the main store, and I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of some good stuff here. You have the Vibrant Breach shader, which is not what some of the good stuff I was talking about. I see this one a lot, it seems. Now, on Revision 0, it actually looks pretty solid as a straight up black and blue, but then on Armor, it brings blue and yellow, and it looks a little weird. Let's have Oiled Gunmetal, which is from Season of the Undying, which if you just want the kind of oil in the water look for your armor, but keeping it dark tone, that's one to go for. We also have Wayfarer's Guise from Season of the Lost, which is essentially just a kind of green look if you want to look foresty, if you want to blend in with the EDZ. Then we also have Iridescent Carite, Irradiant, hang on, let me try that again. Irradiant Carite, or Caroite, however you say it, but it's a crystal look that is prismatic and bright from Season of the Haunted. That hurts my eyes, and I feel like some of my friends will love it. We also have the Dominus Gall Transmat Effects from Season of the Infinite Forest, I guess. I always forget the name, which is struggling to load, but imagine black flaming wings. And then we also have Sterile Neutrino Effects, which is the Taken Transmat Effect, but is also refusing to load as well. Essentially, it's a Taken spawn. And we also have the Cannon Fodder Transmat Effect, which is struggling to... there we go. Finally, it spawned, which is you being fired out of a cannon. Now, into the main ticket items. We have the Disciple's Judgment, a legendary emote from last season, which if you don't know why this is great, clearly you've never played Vow of the Disciple, and you've never been kicked in the face by Rolk, which... that pose alone is worth it. And then we also have the class item for the class set in Eververse currently. So if you're interested in building the class set piece by piece with Bright Dust, this time around, the class item is available this week. Will not be back again before the end of the season as Bright Dust. So, yeah, if you need it, go for it now. We also have one of my personal favorite ghost shells, the Celestial Shell, which if you can't tell from the picture on my channel or my name, I am a fan of the little scorpion look. This has not left my hunter ever since I put it on, or my warlock. However, my titan has a little bit different just because I like my flaming ghost shell I came up with. Then we also have the All-Terrain Explorer, a sparrow from last season, which if you don't get why this is actually kind of funny, then you won't ever get it. Then we also have the Callisto Lancer from Season of the Arrivals, which is a pretty good looking ship I might actually put on my warlock, because that one is the one that it seems like I'm always changing my ship when I find something slightly cooler. And lastly, we have Karosanisu, which is, I guess, a Feng Shui Zen Garden look on Jade Rabbit, which, I'm not gonna lie, looks pretty good. But at the same time, may I just direct your attention to the exotic collections. Let's see, Scout Rifles. Jade Rabbit has 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 different ornaments. I would like other ornaments for other things. Like, Symmetry only has 2, and it got 2, like, right off the bat. Dead Man's Tale got 4, and it was way more than anything else. Malice only has 1. Skyburner's just got 1 in, like, the last 2 years. I would like other scout rifles to have ornaments, please. I would like maybe a new Polaris Lance, maybe. But aside from my personal biases, covering the last and always least thing, we have one more ghost projection, the Ribbon projection from Season of Lost, which is pretty cool looking, but at the same time, who actually thinks about projections in their look? That, my name is Matt Scorpion, this has been the Eververse update, and I shall reiterate, as I always do, if you want anything that was currently on screen and available for Bright Dust, it will only be available for Bright Dust until next week at Tuesday Reset. That, I will see you in the next video.